All right. Hard drive engaged. Farts engaged. Guests here on my Twitch stream pretty engaged. So let's do this. Let's start this off. Once again, always pumped when people show up on the stream. It is a Monday. I know it's the beginning of the week. You guys, nobody really likes a Monday, but maybe I'll put a little joy in it before you go to sleep. Maybe. I don't know. For most of you, right? Nighttime. So, tanto corazon, che pire. So let's do this. This is a very special request, and this is called Diablo Tristram theme 1 and 2 soundtrack. So we're in for it. Let's do this. All right. Love that delay as a purposeful effect. Ooh, trippy. Ooh, I love 12 string. Jesus. Heavy as hell. Okay, super haunting, super heavy. I think one of the unique things about this as an engineer that I was going, wow, they really took a chance with that. If you listen to where there's this definite and purposeful left and right bouncing of the 12 string. And this is where I've talked to you guys just briefly about pre-delay and or also strategizing the left and right delays into the tempo. And so you can really definitively hear the core source, which is the strum right up the middle, and then it'll ping left to right or right to left or something like that. Very unique thing to do. I mean, as far as to make it significant enough so that it's actually a more forward part of the arrangement and not an additional part of like an ambient or ethereal sound. So purposefully, those sounds are almost as equally leveled as the source strumming. Then that whole little area where there was a little bit more aggressive picking configurations and chord changes, really super nice, but because he's not strumming down and really wailing on it, you're not getting a triggering as a delay as heavy as what we're hearing when he's doing these big strums. But it is there. And that also could have been a decision with the engineers to kind of pull it back during that piece. But very dark, and what sounds like a string sound for that lower, darker kind of tone to pull us into it, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of an analog stack or something, but really, really hellish sounding. Obviously, it's Diablo. When was this game released? Oh, that was good. Ooh, it's all dry now. No delay or reverb. Nice. Now they're building it back in. Oh, that's great. I love that. Okay, I need to stop really quick here. So there are complex guitar tracks that are going on in layering. So instead of the front half of the track, really working our senses with the really pushed up delay sends or returns, volume, the return volume. What we just heard, there was a couple of now layered responses to it that had different arrangements to it. Yes, very dark, very haunting, very Halloween without a doubt, in a very unique way. And I think also because this is married to I've never played the game, I don't know what it's like, but dark and diabolical experience as a gamer, and then this music, then it's an easy hands down, Halloween staple in that playlist there. So that makes total sense. There are some really super spooky elements about that even as a composer I was like, wow, super risky, but it worked really, really well, especially when that flute sound comes in. Now, the only reason why I asked when this game came out is you guys are saying in the 90s. It sounds like it's post 16-bit. I'm still not too sure about that, and you guys always kind of straighten me out, but you guys already know that about me. You tell me and I'll forget 3 weeks later. That we had 8-bit to 16-bit, but then from 16-bit to, let's say, Halo, things were changing differently and in different ways. So, and the reason why I asked is because, this is recorded. It doesn't sound like internal sound chip work. So, this was a PC game, so it was different. Ah, okay. I see. All right, let's continue. But it has this little flair of Spanish involved in this. Well, what am I thinking? The word Diablo. Come on. I think one of the things that this reminds me of too is this is like Zeppelin-ish in the way, Jimmy Page would do something like this with a guitar. Subpar umpire, I see. We're all thinking the same thing then. Doing that on a 12-string, man, I gotta tell you, it's not the easiest instrument to play. nice addition. I love that. Oh, that's a good backstory, Charco. Ooh, I love this part. Ah, let's hear it for the oboe. Oh shit, this is beautiful. What kind of a game was it? Was it very bloody in battle or what? Was that it? Oh man, I was just getting so into that. It was such a great listen. Oh, it is a pretty bloody battle. It's bizarre. Okay, so I'm thinking that then this music, if it's an RPG, and do you guys, is that a platformer? Like Final Fantasy, like the originals, how it played like that? Was it something like that? Or had that kind of vibe to it? I'm not too sure. Please don't come for me. That's why I ask. um, but I could see how that plays in the background while there's like moving and going to go do different things. Combat heavy. Okay. I see. More like fighting and role play. All right. Oh, top down. That's the term I was looking for. Yeah, there was. It definitely had. For me, just listening to 7 minutes of this, there was nothing about it that tired me out. You know, that as I'm listening to it, made it feel like, oh, I got. Okay, we're starting to get kind of long. It's getting repetitive and stuff like that. I don't know where or how the composer at the very last minute decided to use the oboe, and I think that's one of the magical things of the 7 minutes we just went through, was that the composer was very light-handed in bringing in instruments around what he had established with, he or she established with the 12-string guitar work, you know, and decided they wanted to leave it that kind of hollow, dark, abysmal, heavy, sizzling cauldron kind of like vibe, and it was done so well with the 12-string and the delay and stuff, and creating that ambiance and stuff. Very well done. All right. We're lucky dipping it. All right, now lucky dip, guys. Remember, I want to let you guys know that if you have been very kind and bought me donos, bought me a cup of coffee, that the lucky dip is open to choice that I will bring from everyone. But predominantly, if I see that you've been pretty busy being so kind to me with the donos, I'm going to call in some of the tracks that folks that have been just lurking and hanging out to, along with that. I just want to let you know through transparency. That's how I like to do it. I go, that's my thing.